Woman rescues dog from cage in woods, then notices its legs. When Georgina Milhet was peacefully riding a horse on a Florida trail in 2018, all was right with the world. With the wind in her hair and the sound of gentle galloping to soothe her, nothing could bring her spirit down. Well, almost nothing. When she spotted a frail dog abandoned on the side of the trail, her heart sank. There was no way she was leaving the trail without the frightened pooch. Georgina Milhet expected her 2018 Southwest Miami horseback riding trip to be a dream come true. But unknown to Georgina, her relaxing equestrian getaway would soon become an animal rescue mission. While riding her horse, Georgina was shocked to spot a husky shaking inside a cramped cage, seemingly thrown to the wolves. The dog looked terrified, and Georgina could hardly bear it. Upon taking a closer look, the abandoned animal was underweight. Her nails were overgrown and curling into her paw pads, and she was covered in puncture lesions. There was no way Georgina was leaving without the white pooch. We were going to come back and get the car, and then we turned around. She just looked at me and was like, "You're going to leave me here?" Georgina told CBS 12 News. Georgina's heart broke into a million pieces. But aside from her other ailments, the jilted mongrel had disfigured front legs. It was hard to tell whether her short, stumpy legs were a birth defect or if it had to do with her being in a too small cage for a long time. Georgina immediately whipped out her phone, snapped pics of the petrified pup, and posted them on Facebook with a caption explaining the unfortunate situation. It wasn't long before a coworker contacted her saying, "Sit tight, somebody's coming to pick up the dog." "It's really heartbreaking that people have no hearts to just dump dogs in the middle of nowhere," Georgina said. And while Georgina couldn't care for the injured pup herself, a representative from local animal rescue shelter, GTS Husky Rescue, came to save the day. GTS took in the small husky and named her Lucky. "It's just terrible to see her struggle. She can only walk a couple of steps, and then she has to relieve her front two paws because they hurt," explained Kaylin Riccardi, a GTS Husky Rescue volunteer. But Lucky was safe and sound now, and she made amazing progress in just 2 days at GTS. She likes the dog bed now that she's got one, but she just likes to sit next to you and be petted all the time, said the GTS live-in coordinator, Corey Shaver. Though Lucky was finally getting the nutrients she needed, her nails were clipped short and her puncture wounds were healing, her front legs were still deformed. Well, GTS looked into a solution for that issue. "We're looking for some prosthetics that we can use to help her walk around," Corey said back in June 2018. And thus, GTS Husky Rescue began collecting donations for Lucky's new legs. Amazingly, Lucky got her prosthetic legs in February 2019, but she needed some time to break them in. "At first, I didn't think they were going to work for her. She would scream her head off, to be honest with you," Corey admitted. According to Dr. Tony Yang of Jupiter Pet Emergency and Specialty Center, months of physical therapy have enhanced Lucky's recovery tremendously. "It's mainly for just helping her be more active when she's outside and going to walk when she's interacting with other dogs," she said. "Just to get her body positioned in a more anatomically normal manner to minimize strain on her back, certain muscle groups, and things like that," Dr. Yang continued of Lucky's physical therapy journey. "It was an incredible turnaround considering Lucky used to crawl on her front elbows in desperation. The best thing for Lucky's physical future would be wearing her leg prosthetics for 1 to 2 hours a day." After 8 months of recuperating, Lucky was finally ready to find a family. "She deserves it after being dumped in the Redlands. She needs a forever home that's going to give her lots of love and dedicates time to walk in her prosthetics," explained GTS Husky Rescue's event coordinator, Kaylin Riccardi. Lucky's new owner would have to set aside 45 minutes a day for at-home physical therapy. According to Corey, she's worth the effort. "She's a little ball of energy. She loves to run around and play. She's a great dog and she deserves a great home." We could have told you that. And while recovering at GTS, she's even made friends with the other doggos. She loves to bite the other dogs. If she's not on the couch, she'll bite their ears and their necks to try and get them to play with her, Corey disclosed. That little rascal. In October 2019, Lucky was officially ready to be adopted. She's special and she needs to be treated that way, and we love her, so we want someone that can really take care of her the way she should be, Corey said. Lucky was eventually adopted by a woman named Jessie. Considering Jessie works with special needs children and Lucky is a special needs dog, it was a perfect fit. She had the patience and compassion necessary to care for Lucky properly and treat her like the miniature princess she is. Please share this with your friends and family.